In this video, you will see how to transfer audio recordings, photos, music, videos, documents, or any type of file between a Windows computer and an iPhone or iPad. Doing all this with no cables, no apps, no third-party websites, and fast and stable. This works on any version of Windows. It can be Windows 7, 8, 8.1, 10, 11. And it also works for any version of iPhone. Remembering that we have a video here on the channel showing how to do this same procedure. But to transfer files between Windows PC and Mac OS, I'm pointing to this video with this arrow here on the screen. By clicking on this other card that is shown here on the screen, you will learn how to create this free mouse cursor with your photo and name for your lives, classes, and conferences. This free cursor works on both Windows and Mac OS. But at the end of this video, I will remind you to access these other two videos. You don't need to leave this video now, don't worry. So you can see if it's worth watching this video here, as first I'll show you how this method works. To do this, we have a folder on the computer called Computer iPhone. This same folder is also here on the iPhone. And then anything I create, copy, or move here to this folder will automatically appear on the computer if I did it on the iPhone. And if I do it on the computer too, if I create a file or copy or move a file here, this file will also automatically appear on the iPhone. I will show it here in practice. I open this folder here. So for example, I'll open another folder here. I'm going to put this window here on one side and this one on the other. Here in Pictures, I will copy, for example, this image 3 here. It automatically appears here on the iPhone. It also works great for large files. What if I want to play the video on iPhone? This is a local connection, meaning you can even unplug the cable that connects the router to the global network, and it will still work. However, we cannot disconnect your computer and cell phone from the same local router, and no application or program was used to create this folder. Everything was created manually, but you will see that it is very simple to create, and you will only need to do this procedure once. And then you can create a shortcut here in the File Explorer that will take you to the folder. You can also create a shortcut in the Start menu, which is the exact same folder. In Quick Access, we have a shortcut to the same folder. If you want to copy these files to the iPhone, it is very simple. You can click on these 3 dots, click on select which files you want to copy to the internal memory of the cell phone, and then again go to the 3 dots and click Copy. Simply click here on my iPhone. And then I have, for example, this folder called Meus Arquivos, and I just hold down here in this empty area and click Paste. We can copy from our cell phone from that folder that we have there, and you can copy it to the shared folder, and then we copy it to the computer. We click on Select. We will copy this video and this document to the computer. We click Copy here, we go back again. I'm going to open the folder. We click Paste, and these files will automatically arrive on the computer. Now this image here is not in the cell phone memory, however. Place your finger on it and click Copy. If I want to paste this image directly into any other app on my phone, I can do that. In other words, I copied it from here from the computer's memory. Although I am showing it here on my cell phone, the photo is in the computer's memory, and I can copy the image directly from the computer to any application on my cell phone. I'll click Paste here on WhatsApp. It would also work for Instagram and any other app. If you have a voice memo, for example, or a photo from the Photos app, you can copy these files directly to your computer. I will open here, for example, the voice memos. I will send this recording under the name magazinefb.com, and then I will click on the 3 dots, click on Save to Files, and we will save directly to the computer. For this, we will back and back again. We open the computer folder there, and we will automatically save it so that it is available on both the iPhone and the computer. Simply click Save, and the recording will appear here on your computer. It also works obviously for photos and videos from the Photos application. Have you found this tutorial useful so far? Subscribe to the channel to help us qualify for the partner program here on YouTube. And now that you've subscribed to the channel and clicked the like button, let's go through the setup process step by step. This configuration only needs to be done once. The computer and the cell phone need to be connected to the same network, but in my case here, the computer is connected via cable, and the cell phone is connected to the same network, but via Wi-Fi, no problem. And this will also work with any version of Windows. Here on your computer, you will search for Command Prompt. Right-click on it and click Run as Administrator. Click Yes. The command we will write is the following: net user in quotes. Here you will put your username in quotes. For example, if your name is Mary, you can write Mary. If your name is John, you can write John. However, I will put here magazinefb.com, which is the address of my website. I'm going to put this name here, magazinefb.com, as username. Then you leave a space and enter the user's new password. You will need to enter this password once on the iPhone, so you need to remember it. I'm going to put 1234 in my case because it's an account that I'm going to delete later. And then we add another space, we type a slash and ADD, but you put in a stronger password, and then just press enter. Now we can close the command prompt, we will no longer need it. Now we will create our folder here on the computer. I will go here to New, Folder. I'm going to write this name here, Computador, an arrow back and another forward, iPhone. But remember that you can put whatever name you want. The name is not important here. You can add an icon, the same icon that appears in iPhone folders. You can put it here. You won't find this icon on Google because I created it, but I leave it there in the description so you can download it for free. Then right-click, Properties, Customize, and click Change Icon, Browse, and here I will open the icon file. We click on Open and OK and again OK. You can right-click here and click Refresh. And here is our folder. Now we right-click here again, go to Properties. Click the Sharing tab and click Share. Here we click on this little arrow and look for the user we just created in the command prompt. In this case, the username I chose was magazinefb.com. We clicked on it and hit Add. Here on this arrow we choose Read Write, so that the user has read and write access to this folder here through the iPhone. We click on Share and we click on Done. Now we click here on Advanced Sharing, Share this folder. We click on Permissions and Add. On this screen, you will manually enter the username you chose and click Check Names. We click on OK. Now with this user selected, magazinefb.com. Here we click on Allow in the full control line and click on Apply and OK. Apply and OK again and click Close. Now we have provided all the permissions. To share this folder on the network with the iPhone, I need the IP address of that computer. To get the computer's IP address in any version of Windows, search for Control Panel here in the Start menu. We click on the result and here we will search for Network and Sharing Center. We click on the result again and your internet connections will appear here. In my case, I only have one internet connection, which is a cable connection. This connection must be the same one you are using on your iPhone. I click on the connection link here, I click on Details, and the IP address I'll need is this address here, IPv4 address. Now here on the iPhone, I will finish the folder setup process. I click here on this application called Files. I go to these 3 points, click on Connect to Server, and then here I will type the IP that appears on the computer screen. In your case, it will obviously be different, but you enter the number that appears on your computer. We click on Connect. The default option here is usually Guest. Click here on Registered User, and we will write in this name field the name we created on the computer. And here in Password, you will enter exactly the password that you created there on the computer. In my case, it was 1234. It is a good idea to memorize this password as you may need it in the future. Click Next here, and notice that the computer folder is already displayed here. The folder that appears on both your computer and your cell phone. Now simply follow the procedures I showed at the beginning of the video to transfer files from your iPhone to your Windows computer and vice versa. Stably, unlimitedly, free, without cables, without internet, without headaches. And if in the future you have any problems with the connection between your cell phone and the computer, even if they are on the same network, you can simply click that up arrow to eject that connection, and come here to the 3 dots and Connect to Server, and do the connection process again. The server address is already here. Just click on it and enter the name and password again. See here how to transfer files between your Mac computer and your Windows computer using this same method. Or see here on the other side of the screen, how to create a mouse cursor with your avatar for your lives free for Windows and Mac OS.